Today we're going to talk about Workbook 4A Exercise 2, and we'll use information in the textbook, page 9, to discuss this. Again, you'll find this very familiar. We're just doing the same thing we've done before, but adding that 10,000 place into the information. Each of these lines and each of these columns demonstrate a pattern. Not each column does. The ones that are connected and the blue boxes on my picture represent the information that we're going to fill in. Looking across the top row, we have the number 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Clearly we're counting by thousands, and each one goes one higher than the one before. So 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, 11,000. We're just practicing thinking about really big numbers. And then we could pick one of these columns that goes down, 10,000, 20,000, and then we have some blank spots. We get to 60,000, 70,000. Clearly on this one we're counting by 10,000s. So my next number is 30,000, and then 40,000 and 50,000, which leads right up to 60,000 and 70,000. In the next row going across, we have 29,500, 29,600, 29,700. Especially when I read it like that, you can hear the pattern, right? We're counting up by hundreds. So 29,800, 29,900. Not surprisingly, the next number is 30,000 because it's 29,100, and we know that 29,000 and 1,000 is going to come together to be 30,000. And of course the last number on that row is 30,100. So all of these work together, not surprisingly. Now we can pick up this next one. Notice that there's not connection between 8,000 and the 29,800. There's not a box there. But starting at 29,800, then it goes to 28,800, skips one and goes to 26,800, skips one to go to 24,800. So what is happening is it's going down by 100. We still have two 10,000s, but now we have 7,000s and still the 800. So 29, 28, 27, 26, it's just those are the thousands, and of course the 800 just kind of hangs along with the rest of it. 24, 23,800, and then 22,800. You have to write them all correctly or it doesn't work. All right, so that's another column that we can complete. Let's go over and look. There's no connection in the first column between the first couple of boxes, but starting at 24,230, 24,130, 24,030, notice there's a 0 in the hundreds place. What would be 100 less than that? You can even look at the following number, 23,830, as a clue. We're going to be going down to 23,930. When you remove 100 from 24,030, you're now down to the 23,000 and a 900. 23,830 goes to 23,730. Again, you can go both directions. 23,630, and then we get to, let's just look at 630, 730, 830, 930, add 1,000, and we're back to 1,030 in a sense. So you can go forwards and backwards, up, down, both direction of course work. One way will count up, one way will count down. Works out nicely. Let's look at this row. 23,830, 23,820, 23,810. We've already filled in the box for 23,800. What are we counting by? What are we changing for each number? Well, each time we're changing the number in the tens place, and it's going down by 1 digit. So I'm counting down by tens. When I get to 23,800 and I have to go down 10, I'll still be in the 23,000s, but now I'll be at 790. It's kind of crossing over the hundreds and the thousands. We have to stop and think. And then, of course, 23,780 followed by 23,770. It's not connected with one above it, so we can see that that works perfectly. All right, the last one that is connected is this bottom row, 23,630, skip one, and we get 23,650. Now I just noticed that I goofed here. This one is not connected, and I should not have filled that in because that one was not even side by side. I just misread that. So let me fix that on my board. All right, so if those had been connected, that would have been the next number, but they are not connected. I apologize for that. 23,630, skip one, goes to 23,650. Skip one goes to 23,670. Skip one goes to 23,690. We don't have any of them that are back to back. So it's a little difficult to tell what's going to happen, except that each of these have 23,600 on all four numbers that I'm given. So let's just concentrate on the tens. I have 30, and then 50, 70, 90, and so the missing one is going to be 23,640. Then 50, then I'm going to have 60 for the missing one, then there's a 70, then I'll have 80 for the missing one, and then there's 90. So just stopping, thinking, working, remembering how to count by tens or hundreds or thousands or 10,000s. It's not, again, not a difficult exercise, just good to think through all the information. Continuing on number 9, a few more things to talk about. They give us a number, 68,974, and they want us to think about the number itself. The 4 stands for the number 4. It's in the ones place. 7 is in the tens place, so the digit 7 represents the number 70. 9 is in the hundreds place, so 9 represents 900. 8 is in the thousands place, so 8 represents 8,000. The digit 8 stands for 8,000. 6 is a digit in the 10,000s place, so 6 stands for the digit 60,000 because it's in the 10,000s place. The number 5 simply wants us to think about it. What does the digit 8 stand for in this number, in each of the numbers? In the first one, 8 means 800. In the second number, letter B, 8 means 80,000. In the third number, 8 means 8,000. So each time it's the digit 8, but it represents a different number based on the place that it's in the number. These are all very basic and foundational, but if you will think about numbers this way, it will really help when you're thinking mathematically and doing the computation that we do with the numbers. All right, so now you're ready to do exercise 2.